Mummification in Ancient Egypt. The Afterlife. Much of an Egyptian's life was focused on the afterlife, or life after death. Life after death was very important to Egyptians, as well as complicated, with many steps along the way before reaching the ideal land. Egyptians had two main concerns when it came to the afterlife: preserving the bond between body and spirit, and passing the judgment. Preserving the bond. After death, much care was taken to preserve a body. Internal organs would be removed and placed in special containers called canopic jars. The body would be stuffed and covered with natron, a type of salt, to dry it out. After removing the salt, the body would be carefully wrapped in linen. And finally, funeral services would be held, and the body and soul would be ready for the journey through the underworld. These steps were important because if a spirit could not identify a body because of decay, then the bond between body and spirit would be broken forever. Passing the judgment. Following mummification and burial, the deceased would make his or her way through the underworld and eventually end up at the Hall of Judgment. Anubis, the god of the dead, would lead the deceased to a scale where their heart would be weighed against the feather of truth. If your heart was lighter than the feather of truth, then the deceased would be welcomed into the everlasting paradise. If your heart was heavier than the feather of truth, the deceased would be eaten by a monster called Ammit the Gobbler. A heavy heart would be the result of stealing in life, cheating, or lying. Ammit was part lion, crocodile, and hippopotamus, the three largest man-eating animals known to Egyptians. The afterlife. Egyptians believed that an individual's afterlife mirrored their life on earth. There were fields and crops in the Nile River, and the deceased continued to work in the afterlife, but with no hardships, only joy and happiness. Thank you for watching.